Hello everyone, good afternoon to you all. Firstly, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Sanika Kumhar and I am currently pursuing Diploma in Cabin Crew from Inspire Academy. Today, I would like to perform a presentation on a topic which is all about guidance, guardianship, encouragement and superintendence, which is none other than leadership. So the contents for this topic are: what is a leader and a leadership, full form of a leader, qualities of leadership and leadership and emotions. So let's begin with what is a leader and a leadership. Leader. It is the person who pushes others towards the achievement of goal, sets high standard for others and influences others. Leader is the one who knows the way, goes the way and shows the way. Leadership. It is the behavior of a leader when he is directing the activities of a group towards a shared goal. A relationship in which one person influences others to work together willingly and enthusiastically on a related task to attain goals desired by the group and the leader. It's the leader who empowers and energizes others. Thus, it's rightly said by Mr. Warren Bennis, sir, who is a great American author, leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. Full form of a leader, that is L, listens. That is, to be concerned, to show interest and to give undivided attention. It helps us to connect with our team members. E, expects the best. Great leaders expect greatness from themselves. They believe in being best so they can offer best for others. A, achieves. Leaders use both their professional power, position power and their personal power to work together and achieve their goal. D, determine. For me, determination is the combination of a leader's motivation and his passion to work to achieve goal. E, encouragement. Encouraging leaders bring best in their team members. The team members feel valued and cared when they are being encouraged. R, respects. Respect is when you accept somebody as the way they are. Now we will be focusing on qualities of leadership, that is integrity, respect and responsibility. As these qualities are important for the character of a leadership, they are visualized as a scale where integrity is the strong and solid base and respect and responsibility are balanced on the either sides. Integrity. Integrity is the quality of being honest, trustworthy, authentic. People with integrity have strong moral principles and a state of being whole and undivided. Respect. We must show unconditional high regards for others in all the situations, even though it is a conflict. To demonstrate respect, we need to develop following core qualities, that is empathy, lack of blame, emotional mastery and humility. Empathy. Treating everyone in the organization in an empathetic way helps leaders create strong bonds and gain trust. They show genuine concern and are less political. Lack of blame. We must be willing to admit our mistakes and should never search for a scapegoat in hard times. Instead, we should try fixing problem and improving the situation. Emotional mastery. As Greek philosopher Epictetus said 2000 years ago, it's not the facts or events that upset man, but the view he takes of them. We must try to stay calm in any situation and should never let our anxiety come out, as there is no spot for our anger and agitation in the workplace. Humility. Humility teaches us to listen everyone with an open mind and to not hyperbolize or name drop anyone in a bad way. It's just that we must not think less of ourselves, but think more of others. Responsibility. Responsibility is the acceptance of full responsibility of work, not only for personal success, but for the success of team, department and the entire organization. To demonstrate respect, we need to develop following core qualities, that is accountability, courage, self-confidence and focus on the whole. Accountability. We must never say no to any kind of work and should always be accountable and take 100% responsibility to make any relationship work. Courage. We must have courage to face any kind of situation. Self-confidence. We must be self-confident and present ourselves in proper gesture and posture. Also, we must help others build their self-confidence and know the value of it. Focus on the whole. It is that quality where people think best, not only for themselves, but for the entire organization. They are understanding about the interdependencies and the industry. Next is leadership and emotions. So there are three effects of a leader's mood on his group, that is mood, tone and coordination. Mood. The mood of the group must always be positive and happy. When a leader experiences positive mood, his group experiences even more positive mood. Leaders transmit their moods through a psychological mechanism called as mood contagion. Tone. The tone is the mood of the group of analysis. Groups with positive mood have more positive and effective tone. Coordination. Coordination is important in various group processes like effort expenditure, task strategy, etc. Leaders transmit their goals and intentions through the expressions of moods, and these group members respond to those goals or intentions cognitively and behaviorally. So all these qualities that we saw about leadership, we can conclude that on having all these qualities, a good leader is able to bring out the best in his or her team members. Valuable leadership skills help us delegate, inspire and communicate effectively. Also, we learn things like to build respectful and effective teams, to be genuine and to be consistent and transparent about our values. Well, that brings me to the end of this presentation. I sincerely thank everyone for their time and attention. Thank you so much everyone. Notes were referred by Inspire Academy and the following websites.